We've got Arbaz Khan, our old friend, right over here on the show. Arbaz, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. It's an honor. It's a pleasure.
What does that mean? Honor and pleasure both.
To be with you, to be on your show. I've always been a big fan of yours.
And thanks a ton for coming. This is your first venture, right? This is
Yes,
your first.
yes.
You directed Salman Khan for the first time.
Technically, no.
What does that mean?
I've directed a lot of stuff on TV, but yeah, on the big screen, at a big scale. Yes.
Right. So what does that mean? What's the difference? Big screen, small screen. What's the difference?
There's a lot of difference. One being the time that you're given to do certain things. Second being the canvas that you're given, and three, the resources. And then post the release comes the popularity and the credit that goes along with it. Yes, everything is big.
Including the star, very big star,
Very
big producer,
Very big producer.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Will become hopefully.
Your first production, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And already the kind of buzz that has been created around Dabang is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. The curiosity is very good, so it's very encouraging, and hopefully we'll live up to that.
Is there a religious reason why you did not shave today? Is that or is that a
No,
design,
no,
is that a design of yours?
Not at all. Not at all. No, nothing like that. It's just that I was lazy. I've been involved in so many things, running around, doing a lot of things just close to the release of the film.
नहीं, आजकल रोजे चल रहे हैं जिन्होंने रमजान का महीना आपने रोजे रखे?
नहीं, मैंने अभी तक नहीं रखे. But
What are you ashamed of yourself?
not that, but मैं fact बता रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं रख पाया. But मैंने last time रखे थे रोजे. इससे पहले भी मैं.
Very proud of you. You're a very truthful man.
जी.
I mean, you first have to watch a show. You first watch a show, and then to be inspired enough to take up a phone and SMS. That's.
Yeah, that's
I think great, isn't it?
Also means that sometimes people are very curious to know about certain things and want to be involved in that. Yeah, so I guess that's what it is.
All right, now tell us about the movie. How does it start?
It started off when one fine day I had a chance meeting with Abhinav. A common friend of mine called me up and said there's a gentleman by the name of Abhinav Kashyap who's got a very interesting script, and I guess if you have time you should listen to it. And I fixed up a meeting with him, and I heard the script, and while I heard the script, somewhere in between I got very inspired by it, and I said this is an amazing script and it's got all the ingredients to make a very successful commercial film. I had no clue I was going to turn producer with that though. But I asked him, I said, is anybody producing this film? And he said, I've spoken to a couple of people and they've shown interest, but I have not yet got the nod from them. There are a couple of things that I need to put into place before I can do that. And I jumped the gun and I said, what if I produce it? And he says, well, you produce it. And that's exactly how it happened. I took the film to my brothers, first to Sohail. He gave me a feedback, then to Salman, and it just went from one to the other. And
what was Salman's first reaction?
Oh, before he narrated the script, I just told him that, there's something that I want to do. I want to turn producer with this film. And there's
he didn't whack you across the face and tell you you want to lose some more money or what?
No.
You want to make us bankrupt?
No, and I told him, I said, there's something very interesting for you, something that I feel you've not done in the past, something that can really enhance your star status in the sense, like, the kind of image that you want to do right now, this will really make, as an actor, to do something out of the box. And I gave him a brief narration of what I'd heard from him. And he just could say, see, actors have got that inherent quality to understand what is interesting. And he said, I gave a narration about 4 or 5 scenes. And he says, I'm doing this film. And I said, but you did not heard the whole script. He says, trust me, I know what it can turn out to be, so I'm doing it. Then he met Abhinav. Abhinav gave him an extended narration. And obviously the film was locked and everything. And then once Salman had decided to do the film, Abhinav had to do a couple of drafts to suit his image and to do all of that.
Up the scale. It was a very small film. I never thought that I would.
What do you mean by a small film? What does that mean? Because you come from the small screen, so small film
no,
is that?
No,
I mean, what?
No. As a technician, you know where money is spent. When you write a scene, you know what kind of monies and resources you would want to shoot this kind of.
You want to take that call? You can take that call.
You sure you
I'm happy talking to you.
All right, guys, don't call them right now. All right, they're on air, okay? Right, yeah, you say.
So you get a gist of what you're writing, and as a newcomer, every newcomer knows his limitations and how the producers are going to come to you and say, this is too expensive, cut it down, slash the budget. So when you write the script, actually, you keep all those things.
This is something which I'm very curious about. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I'll have to ask you this in Hindi, my kind of Hindi. I'm so sorry. Janab, स्क्रिप्ट जो आपने लिखा, ज़्यादातर जो आप स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हैं वो अंग्रेजी में लिखते हैं, हिंदी में लिखते हैं? बिकॉज जो लग रहा है मुझे वो आप ज़्यादातर अंग्रेजी में सोचते हैं. यू वन ऑफ दोज गाइज हु थिंक्स इन इंग्लिश.
नहीं,
isn't that right?
हिंदी में सोचता हूँ.
So why are you speaking in English?
Because you're asking me questions.
Well, I'm so sorry. हिंदी में बताइए. क्या किया आपने जनाब?
नहीं, मैं जब कहानी लिखते हैं, कहानी का जो सीन का आधार होता है उससे पता चल जाता है. अगर एक पॉलिटिकल रैली शूट करनी है, जो बात हम पॉलिटिकल रैली में कहना चाहते हैं, अगर हमारे पास बजट कम है टीवी में, तो हम वो बात एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस का सीन बना देते हैं जहाँ पे पॉलिटिशियन वही बात बोल रहा है, पर क्योंकि रैली में हमको 10,000 लोग बुलाने पड़ते हैं, उनको पैसे देने पड़ते हैं वो शूटिंग करने के लिए. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में हमको 20 लोग बुलाने पड़ते हैं और डमी कैमराज होते हैं, और तो उस हिसाब से कैनवस बढ़ जाता है. पर बड़े स्क्रीन पे बहुत बड़ा पर्दा होता है, इस कोने से इस कोने तक, उसको भरने के लिए हमको चाहिए होते हैं 10,000 लोग. जो मुझे मिले तो मुझे खुशी होती है, प्रोवाइडेड प्रोड्यूसर.
तो जनाब, जब आपने अरबाज साहब से जब आपने बात करी, तो उस वक्त आपके मुताबिक इसका बजट कितना था इस पिक्चर का?
उस वक्त ये फिल्म सब मिला के सबको फीस वगैरह दे के शायद 8-10 से 10 करोड़ के बीच में हो जाती है.
और अभी जनाब अरबाज साहब, मतलब अगर कोई ट्रेड सीक्रेट आप रिवील ना कर रहे हों, अभी ये फिल्म कितने में आई है?
No, it's an expensive film.
See,
let me explain to you.
About 50 crores, 60 crores, 60-70 crores?
Approximately that much. That is what is going to be the cost of the film.
नहीं, सलमान खान की पिक्चर तो मतलब 60-70 करोड़ की तो होगी ना.
If you include his price, then of course it becomes to that much. But the making, like I said, it goes up from what he has, because that's just the pure making of the film. But when you have stars, then you go and you enhance the budget of the film. The stars' prices are almost in any case about 30 to 40% of the entire budget of the film. आज कोई भी फिल्म हो, अगर आप वो 40 करोड़ की फिल्म हो या 50 करोड़ की फिल्म हो, ज़्यादातर मतलब उसमें से almost 40 to 50% are the star prices in the film and star technician prices. That is what it is. But like I said, when he came with the film, we never had such elaborate situations, because then you get excited. Like our film is an action, musical, drama, big canvas film. हमारी फिल्म जो एक नॉर्मल फिल्म जो एक ऑलमोस्ट 70-80 डेज में ख़त्म हो जाती है, हमारी फिल्म में वी वर्क वेरी हार्ड ऑन आवर एक्शन इटसेल्फ इज अबाउट 60 days, and that if anybody was
we shot about 135 days. And it's actually credit to him, because he said, see, now that Salman Khan is doing your film,
right,
he said audience expects some certain kind of bigness in canvas from Salman films. You know, you cannot place the whole story in a room and
and what is this about a sequel I'm hearing? Because we were just talking just now. What is this about a sequel? You guys making a sequel?
See, already? we're very excited.
Yes,
we're very excited about it, because
if this the excitement, the buzz that is there due to the promos, if it translates into actual viewership, which I think we should, we are very seriously considering a sequel.
Yeah. And the character of Salman Khan, you want to turn him into?
He stays. Salman Khan's character stays like that, because that's the brand, that's the character that you introduce. Then you change the premise around him, you change the story around him, to maybe move him out from where he is to another place or whatever it is, and then you weave a story accordingly, because you have the character with you. So if the character works, if the film works, then you can explore those avenues of wanting to make a sequel, but it's all conditioned to how the film gets received.
No, the film's going to be received beautifully, and there's no doubt about it. What's with the mustache? I mean, who came up with that?
He was very insistent.
No, I was insistent because see, the story is set in a region where एक प्रथा है वहाँ की कि पिता के मरने तक बच्चों को कहा जाता है कि मूंछ रखो, मूंछ नहीं निकालो.
जी,
ये पता नहीं क्यों मानते हैं, लेकिन मानते हैं. कई घरों में बोला जाता है कि
क्योंकि आपकी भी मूंछ है, इसलिए.
मेरी मूंछ है, मेरे पिताजी भी हैं, थैंकफुली, टचवुड. और नहीं, उसका ये कारण नहीं है, पर ऐसा सुना है बहुत.
सबकॉन्शियसली कारण है, subliminally you were.
हो सकता है, yeah.
The suggestion each time you look at the mirror in your face and you maybe the hero is you, right? Isn't that right?
No, not really.
You sure?
Not really, yes. The story is of two brothers, and I'm the younger one between my brother.
Ji.
So if at all, I would be, the character that he plays.
Right, and he doesn't have a mustache.
He has a bigger mustache. He has a buffalo.
Oh yeah, you got that big mustache in this movie. So the whole thing is about mustaches in this movie?
Not really.
All right, we show you a little bit of the film as well. Can we have the promos on, please? All right, you were saying. So how did you come up with the mustache thing? You were saying. I'm so sorry.
ये जो प्रथा थी कि बाप के मरने तक मूंछ रखते हैं, and there is a lot of father-son play in the film.
Right.
The main conflict is the father-son play. And which is why I thought subliminally it will add to the conflict, and keeping a mustache would help. Besides the fact that there's a lot of other packaging things that Salman has never really experimented with his looks right through his career. In a 20-year-old career,
जी जनाब।
he's most